Welcome to Prairie Grove Tiger Football. Brought to you in part by the Prairie Grove All Sports Booster Club. The club is dedicated to supporting all the athletic programs at Prairie Grove. You can visit them at www.pgtigersonline.com for all your Prairie Grove Tiger sports information. And by generous donations of the Prairie Grove Telephone Company. PG Telco, built on community, focused on progress. Tonight's announcers are Kendall Lehman and Dennis Gill. Producing tonight's game is Lynn Gregson. And now it's time for Tiger Football.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Prairie Grove Tiger Stadium as the Tigers come home tonight for their first home game of the season. We've been on the road twice. We've been to Lavaca and we've been to Cassville, Missouri, and for the first time this year we come to the comfy confines of Prairie Grove Tiger Stadium. I want to thank you for listening to us tonight. I'm Kendall Lehman. I'm going to be your play-by-play announcer. Dennis Gill is going to be our color commentary man, and Lynn Gregson is going to be here keeping stats for us and spotting. And then up on top of the press box is Steve Halbert, and he's going to be running the camera for us. It's a beautiful night in Northwest Arkansas. The sun will be down in about an hour. It's probably in the 80s, and the field looks great, good and green, and we're about ready to play football. Before we start, we want to thank the Prairie Grove All Sports Booster Club for helping us get this broadcast going, and especially we want to thank PG Telco for all the work and time and money and equipment they've donated to us to be able to do this broadcast. We want to remind you once again that during the broadcast you can go to www.pgtigersonline.com, and at the top of the page there's a feedback tab. I'd like for you to click on that feedback tab. Let us know you're watching. Let us know if there's any problems. One of the great things tonight, in the last 2 weeks, we've been broadcasting over a cellular signal, but tonight we are hardwired, so we're able to crank the quality up. Should be a much better picture than it's been being in the past. But if you have any problems, please give us feedback on our website. We can make adjustments here and help that thing get better. So I said earlier, Dennis Gill is the guy by my side tonight, and in the last couple of weeks he's been doing some research to help us know what we're going to be facing in the game. So Dennis, Prairie Grove comes in 1-1, West Fork comes in 1-1, and they meet tonight, the two Tigers, on Prairie Grove Tiger Field.
Well, West Fork's had two tough ball games. They've lost a ball game 6-3. Mansfield or Magazine? The Magazine, and that's a 2A school, and that was a pretty tough loss for them. And then they came back and rebounded pretty well against the Farmington team that we're going to be playing here in a couple of weeks, and beat them 22-15. So they avenged their loss. They're ready to play, and I bet you they're going to be after us tonight to beat another 3A team. Last week, I want to kind of recap what we did last week.
Sure.
We did a great job returning kickoffs, and we gave ourselves an opportunity to score early in the game, and we didn't do that. And because of that, our defense spent a lot of time on the field, and before it was all over, they got pretty tired. We had a chance to scare them, but we failed to score. And after bringing the ball inside the 20-yard line 2 times, if those 2 times we had scored, it might have made some changes in that ball game, but it didn't. And then that game's over with. What I'm hoping tonight that we've forgotten that and moved on, ready for this next ball game.
Right. Well, one of the things we were talking about before the game started tonight, West Fork over the last few years has been that spread offense, and against Magazine they struggled against a team you would have thought they would have beaten. They lost 6-3, and then they changed their offense up and come out against West Fork and basically just run the ball and end up beating Farmington in a game that I don't think anybody thought they were going to win.
That's right. I bet you that Farmington was in shock when they prepared all week long for the spread offense and got ready for their best running back, Logan Gins, and figuring he was going to either be throwing the ball or catching the ball, and for them to line up out there in a wing tee, that probably caught them by surprise.
Yeah. Yeah, well, one of the things we need to let the people know is we've got a couple guys sitting out tonight. Weston Bartholomew, number 20, the one that ran those 2 kickoffs back last night, he got hit on a kickoff return and really bruised up his thigh and has got a deep thigh bruise. He may be out for another couple weeks.
That's right. He's nursing a deep thigh bruise, and that's a tough spot to be injured. It's it's not something that's going to be with him for a lifetime, like a torn ACL or anything like that. But it is a tough situation here when you're trying to play ball every Friday night. He's going to have to miss some Friday nights.
Yeah, Jacob Call, another sophomore who played a lot of linebacker, I think he's out this week with a shoulder injury. Well, while we've been talking to you, the captains met at the middle of the field. Prairie Grove is going to receive, and they will be on the east end of the field. Right now, we're just the Tigers are down behind the run-through sign. They're waiting to come through the Spirit Tunnel. West Fork's down behind theirs. They're waiting to come through. So we're just about ready for football. Dennis, what do you think? What do you think tonight?
Well, I think we need to have gotten over that loss we had last week. That we need to erase that from our minds. They did a good job defensively. They were able to stop Cassville the majority of the night, but they spent too much time on the field defensively. Our quarterback's going to have to gain some confidence from last week. He's going to have to come out and play a lot better. The offensive line is going to have to be more consistent and opening some holes for these backs. We've got, we run, our backs are run by committee. We've got several of them that play, bring the ball in, and we're not going to be able to depend on Weston tonight because he's going to be out. So the best thing we do, we just need to have a better night. It's our first home game. Good opportunity to have a good night right here.
Dennis, I don't know. Gosh, we had a streak against West Fork. I don't know how many years that we just played West Fork and you just assumed we were going to win the ball game. And then 2 years ago, West Fork changed coaches and they came out and they surprised us and won. And then last year we go down there and they beat us again. So they're beginning to think they're going to start a little streak here. We're wanting to get back on the winning streak. And so this is going to be quite a fight tonight, I think.
Well, this is still a rivalry game. They're right down the road. They're just a little ways off. And like you said, they expect to win, I think. And we're going to have to start getting to where we expect to win this game. And it's a non-conference game for us, so we definitely need to win it.
Before we start, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to play an advertisement from our sponsor.
PG Telco is proud to sponsor Tiger football. With PG Telco's high-speed internet service, you can catch all the Tiger football action at pgtelco.com. Call PG Telco today and let us be your connection to PG Tigers online and the World Wide Web. PG Telco, built on community, focused on progress.
Well, we're back with you, ladies and gentlemen, and we're just about ready for the kickoff here. The Tigers are set up to receive. Dennis, I feel some excitement here. I think people are ready to play, and I've been watching the Tigers out here, the Prairie Grove Tigers, get ready, and boy, you can just see some intensity on the field right now.
Yeah, they look good. It's not the same look that they had last week when they went to Cassville. I think they're ready to play.
I do too. Lined up to kick for the West Fork Tigers is number 7, Griff Smith. Back deep for the Prairie Grove Tigers is Seth Sapp, Christian Denton, Skylar Ellis, and John Halbert. And there's a kick. That's going to go to Seth Sapp. They're going to do our little fake here. Here we go.
Right up the middle.
Sapp's got the ball.
Hang on the ball.
He makes it to the 30-yard line. Not a bad return, about 10 yards.
Had a little wall, a little hole set up in the middle. That was a good job of setting it up.
But you'll start out at the 30 anytime you can get that.
That's right. Executed that pretty well.
Sheldon Gasowitz was the tackler on that play for West Fork, number 58. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we'll do our best to mention as many names as we can. Last week Hey, Dennis. Hey, he just did something up there. We lost everything.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, while Kendall catches his breath, he had to run upstairs to the top of the press box and make an adjustment in our camera while you were gone.
Oh, you were gone.
While we were gone. Had a 70-yard run by Caleb Sugg.
Skylar Ellis.
Skylar Ellis, excuse me, Skylar Ellis. A great run, nice little sweep, good blocking, broke a couple tackles, got in the free, outrun their safety, and scored a touchdown. It was a great play. So I hate that you missed it.
Apologize, ladies and gentlemen. We had a little had a camera. Somebody tried to plug a camera in there and knocked our power out. So I went up and said, "You can't use that power." So that's our first major technical difficulty of the year, and we do it on
and we're hardwired.
That right there, I'll tell you. But we hope we're back for good now.
We'll get some more of that tonight, maybe.
Murphy's going to kick off for the Tigers, straight up in the air.
Should hit the.
They're caught.
Catch. There we go.
By number 24, Logan Lichty, and that'll be at the 35. Boy, you know, Dennis, we have watched this on most of the games this year. We have really got to get that kickoff a little further down the field.
Kick it. You know, it's okay to kick it high, but it needs to be a lot deeper. It needs to be down about the 15 at the least.
Yeah.
To give ourselves a chance to cover. We've got to defend a lot less field this way.
All right, who we got here at quarterback? Number 9, I believe, Dylan Harrison is quarterback, and Logan Jens, number 20, in the backfield. That's the guy we got to watch tonight. There's a handoff right up the middle.
Stopped up pretty good.
Let's see who's in on the tackle. That looks like number 60. That is Drew Sugg. I was about to say Caleb Sugg, but that's Drew Sugg and Nick Perez in on the tackle. You know, Dennis, this is going to be interesting. The Tigers have ran the wing T offense for hundreds of years here under Danny Absher, and West Fork just put that in, and so it's going to be interesting if Coach Absher can see what they're doing very quickly here.
That's right, and that will certainly be an advantage to the Tigers because he has been doing it a long time. He knows the ins and outs of this offense.
Number 3, Will Jarnigan gets the ball over and there's Murphy to beat him behind the line of scrimmage for a 2-yard loss.
A nice job of Jared staying home, not getting too deep in the backfield, and getting the fellow down.
That's going to bring up 3rd down and 7. That was Will Jarnigan on the carry for the West Fork Tigers. 3rd down and 7 for West Fork. You know, Dennis, it's amazing what a long run like that will do to start you off. Boy, I mean, it just picks you up and you're ready to go now.
You bet. Defense comes out there fired up, ready to make a stop.
That's right.
So far, so good. Well, you see number 20 touching the ball here on this play.
Yeah, I bet so. Harrison at quarterback. He hands off to Jarnigan again over the right side, and he's only going to get about a yard. That's going to bring up 4th and 6, 4th and 5 for the West Fork Tigers. That's a good stand by the defense.
Very good stand by the defense. That gives us an opportunity to get the ball in a pretty good field position. I think Logan is also the punter.
He is. They're going to punt. Logan Jens.
Got to make sure he punts.
Boy, that's a fact. We're going to watch real closely here. Jens is back to punt. He stands at his own 30. Boy, that's a good kick.
Halbert Ellis. John Halbert.
Halbert's going to let that go. It's just got to get to the end zone. And it does. All the way to the end zone.
Lucky break. Lucky break.
Hey, I'm going to tell you what, Dennis, that's a 60-yard punt.
That was quite a punt. And high. It wasn't a line drive. That was a fine punt. Of course, he got a good roll.
Yeah. Well, the Tiger offense comes back out onto the field for their second possession. They've ran one play and scored one touchdown as the Prairie Grove Tigers lead 7-0 with 9:43 to go in the first quarter. Well, we'll see if we can be as productive again on this play.
That's right. Now that we got our audience, our viewing audience back and up online here.
Cooper Winters at quarterback for the Tigers. He hands and gives to Jared Murphy. Murphy's going to roll down the field for a good 6 yards. That's a good run, Dennis. There was a hole there.
Yeah, it was a good hole. He did a good job running and bulled away a little bit there. They didn't try to back him up. They just tried to get him on the ground. They weren't trying to stop him up and push him back.
Looked like Taylor Shadrick on the stop for the Tigers and number 8, Blake Daugherty. Tigers are up to the line. It's about 2nd and 4. Winters under center. He hands. Dennis, I was watching that, and it looked like Schrock maybe never had the ball right. It was kind of back on his side there.
Yeah, got it kind of on his back hip and never got it around to him so he could control it. And he is not one to fumble. That was just a bad connection between the quarterback and the running back.
Taylor Shadrick on the recovery for
That's
the West
a shame
Fork
right
Tigers.
there. He had a good hole there.
It was a good hole. We'd had a good first down play, and it looked like you might set up one of those drives where we just go down the field there. Now we've given them a little bit of life. They're going to take over 1st and 10 from the Prairie Grove Tiger 27-yard line. Harrison up under center. He's going to turn and a quick pitch over the left side.
All right, we got the face mask call here on the block.
Jen's got the quick pitch over the left side, but as Caleb Sugg was coming from his outside linebacker position, one of the offensive linemen for the West Fork Tigers reached up and grabbed his face mask, so that's going to be a hold on the offense. That's going to be 10 yards from the spot of the foul.
Yeah, actually the hold works better than the incidental face mask, so that's probably a bigger penalty.
Once again, it looked like the defense was pursuing that very well. Well, as the officials decide, they're going to make an announcement.
He did call the incidental face mask penalty.
Okay.
He didn't call
5-yard penalty.
5-yard penalty instead of 10.
I think he made the wrong motion for what he wanted to call there, but
yeah.
That's going to bring. So it's actually going to end up, Dennis, being about a gain of 2 for them because but I thought it was 5 from the spot of the foul.
Yeah, that didn't look like that turned out quite the way it ought to.
No, something wrong there. But anyway, they're gonna take over the ball at the 26-yard line of the Prairie Grove Tigers. You know, Dennis, in all the other games this year, I've been saying the Tigers, and I can't say that tonight.
Yeah, you got to designate.
Got to say which one. Harrison up under center. He turns and gives it to Jens right over the left side, and he's going to be stopped for a gain of about 2 yards. It's going to bring up 2nd down. Boy, that penalty really worked out well for them, honestly.
Yeah, that certainly did. It gave them another down, and they didn't lose a lot of yardage out of the deal. I tell you what's going to be important for us tonight is to gang tackle on Gens.
That's right.
If we get one player isolated on him, he breaks the tackle. It may be tough because he's got great speed. So we're going to need to be flying to the football with 11 hats.
Let's see here. Harrison up under center for the Tigers. He's going to give to Jarnigan around the left side. He's going to score.
Sure did.
Completely faked us out. We thought Jens had it up the middle. They turned and give it around the end. Somebody's down for West Fork. Let me see if I can get a number on that.
That's part of what the wing tee is all about. It's a little bit about deception, and that was we were ready for Gens on the blast up the middle. And
that's number 66, Taylor Shadrick, that's injured for the West Fork Tigers. Dennis, he made a couple tackles on that first stand. He's been active already tonight.
He's a big fella. Looks like he's hurt his ankle or his knee, maybe.
Yeah, it does. It's on his right side.
6'1", 245. He's a big fella.
Big boy. Griff Smith in for the West Fork Tigers to attempt the extra point. They're going to let the injured player make his way off the field. He's beginning to put a little more weight on it himself. Hope that it's not too serious for him. All right, here we go. Griff Smith back to kick for the West Fork Tigers. There's a snap. It's down. It's up. And that's good. That's going to tie the score at 7 with 7. No good.
Well, they signaled no good?
They did. I just assumed it was good.
I assumed it was good.
I turned and looked the other direction.
Well, it looked like he kicked it pretty quick, but may have pushed it.
Well, that's going to make Prairie Grove 7, West Fork 6 with 7:53 to go in the first quarter.
We'll certainly take that.
Well, we need to hang on to the ball.
Need to hang on the ball. Drive the ball. Good long, about a 10 or 12 play drive right here would be great.
You know, talking about those turnovers, you know, tomorrow the Arkansas Razorbacks will go on the road and face the Georgia Bulldogs in Georgia. And one of the things I've heard all week long is that, you know, if you go down and you fumble a couple times and throw an interception, you're probably going to lose that ball game.
That's
and
right.
that works the same here at this high school level. You can't turn the ball over.
That's right. And you really can't turn it over at home, but, boy, when you're out of town, like the Razorbacks are going to be tomorrow, that you definitely cannot give the the home team, get the crowd in the game, and let them have an opportunity to get up on you quick.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, you go to pgtigersonline.com. At the top of the page, there's a feedback tab. You can, Mr. Halbert, one of our dedicated listeners in the Russellville area, his grandson John Halbert is actually deep right now to return this kickoff. He has been one of our watchers from the very beginning, and he is asking us to show an instant replay of that first play. And let me tell you, if we could, we would.
We'd be running it because it was a good one. Mr. Halbert, you just have to take our word for it.
Yeah, we actually did score. I'm not sure what the holdup was right here. You know what, Dennis? They couldn't find their tee.
They didn't have a football or a tee. One of the two.
That is a block out there, and they're having to hold the ball for him.
Lost their
Boy, that drive a coach crazy.
Yeah, it does.
Griff Smith with the kick. That's going to be a fair catch by R.T. Waddell. He better get on that ball. That's going to be at the 30-yard line. You know, if you call a fair catch, you got to catch it.
Yeah, it wasn't a very good fair catch to begin with, and he didn't catch it. And once that ball hits the ground, it's fair game.
Well, the Tigers will take over again at the 30, just like we did on our very first drive. We need to sustain a drive here and use some clock.
Yeah, we need to keep their defense on the field for a while.
Cooper Winters is going to be at quarterback. Stephen Thomas is at fullback, and Skylar Ellis is at tailback.
Tyler Shadrick's back out on the field, so he's gotten over that knee injury.
There's the give to Ellis around the left side. He's got room again. He makes a cut back to the center of the field. He's to the 50. He's to the 45, all the way down to the 43-yard line, and that was Logan Jens, the middle linebacker, who tracked him down all the way down, but not until he had gained 27 yards on the carry.
It's a great run. It's a good hold. Got out on the outside, kicked the end out, kept those defensive backs busy, diving around, dipping and dodging, and moved on down the field. Did a good job. Logan Gins, that's their athlete on the field, and he had to go down and make the tackle. Boy, if we'd got him held up somewhere, may still be running.
Well, the ball.
Ellis already got 97 yards rushing with his 50.
Skylar Ellis already has 97 yards rushing on 2 carries. That's a good average. Here we are. We're in the shotgun now. Snap. Winters is looking. He's deciding to run. He's going to come around. Good block on the edge.
Did a lot of running for a couple of yards.
A good run, but you're right. Only a couple yard gain or 1 yard gain.
Logan Lichty on the tackle.
Logan Lichty comes up from the secondary for the West Fork Tigers to make the tackle.
Cooper's got to plant and go upfield.
Yep,
get up, run around people.
Field.
Got a good block. Should have cut off that block.
That was Daniel Schrock on the edge who made that block. Well, here's Winters. Stephen Thomas, Schrock in the backfield. There's Thomas coming up the middle. He's just bullying his way down the field down to about the 42-yard line. That's going to be a gain of about 5 yards.
That's a nice run by Stephen. He's a senior wanting to do a good job tonight.
Yeah, and you saw him, Dennis, when he saw there just wasn't a whole lot there, he just ducked and went toward the end.
Ducked his head to stay behind those blockers and got as much as he could get.
That's going to bring up 3rd and 4 for the Tigers. Peyton Hurt on the last tackle for the West Fork Tigers. The ball's at the West Fork 37-yard line. Stephen Thomas right up the middle. I don't know how much they're going to give him. He ended up about the 35-yard line.
They're giving him the yard line.
And that's about where they're going to put it. I was afraid we were going to get a flag right there on the left side of the line. Looked like we moved.
Looked like we wiggled there. Had a little wiggle on the left side.
Number 56, Taylor Carnes, in on the tackle for West Fork Tigers. That's going to bring up 4th and a long 2 for the Prairie Grove Tigers. Skylar Ellis back in the backfield with Stephen Thomas split out wide to the left as Caleb Sugg. Christian Denton split out wide to the right. That's Stephen Thomas over the left side. He's going to have a first down, but there's a flag on the play.
That was a quick flag.
That was very quick. Came in kind of from the side of the play.
And a holding.
It's going to be a hold against the Prairie Grove Tigers.
Going to punt.
We're going to punt.
It's a good idea. It's an excellent choice right here. It's a long, tough first down to make. You got an opportunity to pin them back there on their goal line with a good punt and good coverage right here. It's a good opportunity.
Dakota Daniels is the punter for the Prairie Grove Tigers. There's the snap. Punt's off. We're down there to cover. Let it roll. The ball's going to roll all the way down to about the 7-yard line. Good decision.
That was an excellent decision on the coach's part.
Yeah, that pins West Fork all the way back at their own 7-yard line. Now the defense can come out, as they say, pin their ears back and let's go.
That's right. Well, you know, the thing that we can't stand to see against our offense is penetration, and this is what we need to do. We need to lay our ears back, get in the backfield of their offense, stop those pulling guards from being able to pull, and disrupts the entire play. Find that pulling guard, Nick. Get in there behind him.
Dylan Harrison at quarterback again for the West Fork Tigers. He's going to turn and a quick pitch over the left side to Logan Jens. I believe looks like he's going to pick up enough for a first down for the West Fork Tigers.
Yeah, that was a good run. Well blocked.
Perez comes over and knocks him out of bounds, but not before he picks up about 11 yards and enough for a West Fork Tiger first down. This is where the Prairie Grove Tiger defense really needs to bow up right here. You know, you got big Spencer Brown on this right side. He needs to make some penetration and stop that coming around the end right there.
He is the defensive end there. He needs to get outside and contain.
Harrison again at quarterback for the West Fork Tigers. He's handed off right up the middle to Logan Jens, and he's going to get another 12 yards on the carry for another West Fork Tiger first down. Caleb Sugg in on the tackle for the Prairie Grove Tigers.
A hard hitter up the middle. He's a heck of a ball player.
I don't see Nick Perez in there right now, Dennis. Yeah, there he is. Okay.
Yeah, Nick's in there.
He's dropped back.
He's way back here off the field here.
Well, it's 1st and 10. West Fork has the ball on their own 30-yard line. There's a handoff to number 3, Will Jarnigan, around the right side. That's going to be enough for another first down.
Well, so much for pinning them back on the goal line.
So much for that. John Halbert playing that left cornerback in on the tackle for the Prairie Grove Tigers. We're going to have a timeout on the field. Looks like we've got a little equipment problem. Yeah. Officials timeout on the field. With 4:05 to play in the first quarter, Prairie Grove leads 7-6 over West Fork. But West Fork has the ball and is driving at the moment. Looks like they've got the equipment. It looked like a shoulder pad problem, and I believe it was number 66, Taylor Shadrick, with the problem, it looked like possibly, and they've got that fixed. They're ready to play. Number 9, Harrison, back up to the line. Griff Smith playing the wingback position for the West Fork Tigers. There's a ball on the ground, and there we are, the ball on the ground again. Jarnigan, the quarterback, never got a handle on it, tried to pick it up, and then he dropped it again, but West Fork ends up recovering it, but they lose about 8 yards on the play. That's going to bring up 2nd and 18 from their own 33, 34-yard line.
That was a golden opportunity to recover a fumble there.
That was. That would have evened your turnovers out. So it's 2nd and 18 for the West Fork Tigers from their own 32, 33-yard line. Harrison back up under center. He's going to roll to the left. He's looking in. Spencer Brown comes in from that right defensive end to run Jarnigan down and get the sack. That's going to be a loss of 4 more yards.
Good job by Spencer Brown staying on his feet, defending the block, and getting outside and making the tackle on the quarterback. That was a good play.
Dennis, you know, you and I have watched Spencer all his career. He's as strong as an ox. He can control this game if he decides to control it.
He certainly can't control this side of the field if he really gets after it. So he can't be moved if he doesn't want to be moved. One of the best linemen in the district.
That's going to bring up about a 3rd and 21 or 22 for the West Fork Tigers. Harrison back under center. He gives it to Jens right up the middle. Jens is just riding up through the middle. He had big Trent Southern hanging on to him, was just dragging him down the field right there. But that's going to...
You got to pin him up and hit him low to get him down.
Yeah.
That's what's going to have to happen there. You're not going to be able to ride him down.
That's going to bring up a 4th and 16 for the West Fork Tigers from their own 35-yard line. So they're going to punt. That's Logan Jens back to punt for the West Fork Tigers. Back deep for the Tigers is Dalton Falk, number 16, and number 4, John Halbert. Spencer almost got a block right there. Dalton Falk on the return. He picked up maybe 5 on the return, so that's going to give the Tigers the ball at about the 27-yard line, 1st and 10.
Field position's averaging out about the same every time, so another spot where we're an opportunity to move down the field.
Well, here we go. The Tigers' 3rd possession, starting from their own 27-yard line. It's 7-6 Prairie Grove over West Fork with 1:45 to go in the first quarter. Tigers have the ball at their own 27-yard line. Murphy gets nothing over the right side. Boy, he was hitting the backfield.
He was hitting the backfield. That guard pulled, and the 2 technique got it right in there beside him.
Number 4, John Halbert, carries the play in for the Tigers. So it's going to be 2nd and 11 from their own 26-yard line. Cooper Winters at quarterback for the Prairie Grove Tigers. Daniel Schrock over the left side. He gets absolutely nothing.
Somebody lost their hat. I think someone grabbed David by the helmet and slung him out here.
Jerked his helmet off.
Jerked his helmet off in the process.
Well, that's going to bring up 3rd and 10 now for the Tigers. It's we're not moving the ball like we were earlier. West Fork's probably figured a few things out. We're probably trying 3 different things here. 3rd and 10 for the Tigers. Winters up under center. That's Murphy and Schrock in the backfield. He's going to roll to the right. Winters is. He's looking deep. He's got a man. Nick Perez. Ball was tipped in the air, but Nick keeps his eye on the ball. Looks like he's going to have enough
for the first down.
And
Looks like he's got enough. Just enough.
Good catch by Nick.
That was a good catch. After the tip also.
Yeah, after the tip. Ball was tipped, and Nick keeps enough concentration, his eye on the ball to catch that dude. And that ball goes all the way down to the 40-yard line of the Prairie Grove Tigers. That's going to be a 1st and 10. Winters with the gift to Schrock over the left side. Number 3, Will Jernigan in for the initial hit on Schrock. That's going to end the first quarter as Prairie Grove leads 7-6 over the West Fork Tigers. Ladies and gentlemen, one thing you've asked for is to be able to watch the band, and of course we've been on the road each week, and so tonight being our first home game, at halftime we're going to do our best to get the cheerleaders at their halftime routine, and then we're going to try to get right on the band and get a mic out the window so everyone can watch the band and the cheerleaders at halftime. Very important part of the game.
You bet. Keeps the student body involved and makes them a part of this whole operation, and that's good. We've got a great looking student body out there. Good crowd over there with the students and then the band and then the Palm Squad. Good looking bunch over there.
The students always dress up in some wild outfits, and Dennis, you and I were out there watching tonight as they came in. One of them had a lawn chair he was going to put up in the bleachers. He just couldn't quite figure out how to get those legs in there.
He had to finagle it a little bit. I think he got it working, though. He's reclined down there in front of the crowd.
Well, here we go.
From here.
We're going to start the second quarter with Prairie Grove leading 7-6 over West Fork. Ball on the 43-yard line, 2nd and 6 for Prairie Grove. Murphy up the middle. He's going to pick up about 3 yards. Boy, Will Jarnigan in on the tackle for West Fork. But, boy, Dennis, it's almost as if part of our line is just moving almost too quick every play.
Yeah, part of our line was moving, the other part wasn't quite moving, and a little out of sync there. Jared's coming off with a little limp.
Little gimpy right there.
They were pulling on him pretty good when he got down.
Kind of got ringed up in there and bent over the wrong way on that tackle. Well, that's going to bring up 3rd and 4 for the Tigers. They just need to get behind the big offensive line, let them push, and let's get something right here, get a first down. Ball's on the 45-yard line. There's a snap. Winters is going to hand to Schrock over the left side.
Be a little short of the first down.
That is going to be about a 4th and 2. Logan Lichty on the stop.
The defensive player Logan made a good play there. He was getting blocked, and he was about halfway on his knees making that tackle. Got a hold of Schrock's legs and then tripped him up.
That's going to force the Tigers to punt again. The ball's on their own 47-yard line. Dakota Daniels is in to punt for the Prairie Grove Tigers. There's a snap.
Good snap.
Good punt.
Really good punt.
Let's cover that right there. Let it roll. Let it roll. That's twice we've had 2 good punts. Dakota's really getting a good foot in the punt tonight.
Yeah, got a good snap and a really good punt on that one.
Well, that's going to bring up a 1st and 10 for the West Fork Tigers from their own, can't quite see, almost 15-yard line.
These last 2 punt exchanges, we've won the battle of field position.
We have.
It's helped us out a little bit.
We
can 3 and out them here. May give us a little momentum going into the start of this quarter.
West Fork comes up to the line of scrimmage. 1st and 10 from their own 15-yard line. Dylan Harrison again at quarterback for the West Fork Tigers. He turns. Oh, ball on the ground. Ball on the ground. That's twice now that's happened.
Your quarterback center exchange is starting to struggle a little bit.
That's going to bring up 2nd down and basically a gain of a half yard, but boy, it'd be nice to recover one of those.
That's right.
10 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Prairie Grove leading 7-6 over the West Fork Tigers.
Need someone to boot that. It's a little bit tougher to do when you don't have a nose man.
Yeah. West Fork 2nd and 10 from their own 15-yard line. We're going to have a timeout on the play by West Fork.
Well, I think our defense had them mixed up a little bit. They weren't sure what we were going to do. Looked like they may have been trying to check to a different play, and we gave them a look they didn't really like and caused them to call a timeout.
But you see when the quarterback raised up to look over to the sideline, all of our linebackers come up to the line. Now you're kind of wondering what's going on here.
That's right. You don't know whether they're going to come or go or stay. Hey, I know
PG Telco is proud to sponsor Tiger football. With PG Telco's high-speed internet service, you can catch all the Tiger football action at pgtelco.com. Call PG Telco today and let us be your connection to PG Tigers online and the World Wide Web. PG Telco, built on community, focused on progress.
All right, we're back with West Fork, 2nd and 10 from their own 15-yard line. They just called timeout, kind of got confused on the last play. So they're back out on the field. Number 9, Harrison back at quarterback. He keeps the ball, trying to get around the right side. That is Landon West from the left defensive end spot in the backfield to throw Harrison for about a 5-yard loss.
That's what you want to see out of Landon. He's a lot quicker than these big old offensive linemen that are trying to get a hold of him. He got in the backfield before they could do anything to stop him. That was a good play. Good opportunity to play.
West Fork's line is extremely big, but the way you encounter or counterattack that big is to go quick.
Got to be quicker. That's right.
Well, that's going to bring up 3rd and, 17 for the West Fork Tigers. Ball is all the way back on the 7-yard line.
Well, as a defensive coordinator, I always felt like it was important to have a good first down play and a good 3rd down play. So let's see if we can get a good 3rd down play right here, and we'll have them where we want them.
Harrison's just going to give to Logan Jens over the left side.
Probably got a holding penalty back to back that up. We will decline.
I would think we
would.
would.
A punt.
Perez and West on the tackle. That's going to be a hold. Let's see what we're going to. Okay, I see Coach Laird telling him we want to decline the ball. We want to decline the penalty. All right, penalty is declined. That's going to bring up a 4th and 9 from about the 15-yard line.
We had a lot of confidence that was going to happen, but we sure had to watch and wait, didn't we?
Logan Jens will be punting for the West Fork Tigers. Back deep is Skylar Ellis and John Halbert for the Prairie Grove Tigers. There's the punt.
Returnable here.
Ellis.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Well, I tell you, Skylar, they wanted to cross, kind of do the little fake handoff thing there, but Skylar went back 3 yards to make the handoff, and so we don't get a good handoff. We end up losing that right there.
We took Logan. Took Dalton Falk out of the punt return a while ago just because he didn't make the good handoff or didn't try to make the handoff. Put another man in, and Skylar didn't make a good handoff either. These guys are running to each other. You got to be really, really careful with that handoff.
Right. Well, Cooper
Probably
Winters.
just need to take it and run with it.
Cooper Winters back for the Tigers. It's 1st and 10 from our own 43-yard line. He's back in shotgun. Now he comes up under center. He's going to roll to the right. He's got room. He's pointing out a block. He gets almost 10 yards, and boy, he was tackled out of bounds. I was waiting for a flag to come out.
He certainly was tackled way
out of bounds.
It's hard for us to tell, but
Logan Jens came from the linebacker position to make that tackle. Boy, I felt like we were confused at the start of that play, and then we ended up getting 10 out of it.
That's right. Couldn't decide if he wanted to be in shotgun or under the center. Worked out pretty good.
1st and 10 for the Prairie Grove Tigers. We're down to the West Fork 46-yard line. Nathan Eilerts is going to be split out wide to the left. Landon West and Cameron Dowdy out wide to the right. There's Ellis up the middle. We're going to have a flag on the play.
Probably another holding penalty. The way that one looks.
It is going to be a hold against Prairie Grove. I see Danny Absher looking out and asking the ref which number.
Well, for a penalty that should have been a spot of the foul, they sure did start it back in the backfield about 2 yards.
Well, from the boy, that was a, my goodness, that was.
Started marking it off from
Well, the ball's at the 43-yard line of the Tigers. Winters is going to roll to the left. He's looking deep. He's going to go back the other side now. He throws away one tackler. He rolled to the left looking for a receiver, couldn't find anyone, rolls all the way back to the right.
Got a man down on that end of the field over there. It looks like it may be Cooper. Got popped pretty good there when he got caught.
Cooper Winters, the Prairie Grove quarterback, down on the far side of the field. We can't see just a whole lot. We see Coach Absher making his way over. Coach Elders making his way over. Maybe you had the wind knocked out of him. You hope
very well
that's
may.
as bad as
that
it
looks
gets.
like that kind of situation there. He just kind of ran into his own man and their tacklers at the same time. Probably got the wind knocked out of him.
That's going to bring up 2nd and 20 for the Prairie Grove Tigers from their own 45-yard line.
Dakota Daniels will go in at quarterback.
Dakota Daniels, the junior, will go in at quarterback. And, this was that battle before the year of Dakota Daniels and Cooper Winters all the way. So the team, I believe the coaches, team, everyone has complete confidence in Dakota to take over this position right now.
Dakota will do a fine job. Brings a little different dimension, and we may need that right now at 2nd down and 20-something yards.
That's Daniels at quarterback. He gave it to Skylar Ellis coming over the left side, and boy, there was nothing there. In fact, he's going to lose about 4 yards, 3 yards. That's offense. Clayton Smith in on the tackle for the West Fork Tigers. That's going to bring up 3rd and 21 for the Prairie Grove Tigers from their own 43-yard line.
I think this is going to work out good. Dakota's going to make a nice pass right here for the
Dakota's
first down.
in the shotgun. There's the snap. He's rolling to the right. He's looking. Christian Denton with the catch. He makes a couple of moves. He gets it all the way down to the starting yard line. That's going to bring up 4th and 10 from the West Fork Tiger 45-yard line. Tigers are going to punt.
Yeah, didn't make the first down, but I tell you what, it's important because he moved the ball another 10 yards down the field. With the punt, we have an opportunity to pin them back again. So you got to make every play count.
Well, Dakota Daniels is back for his 3rd punt of the night. There's a snap. Good punt. Want that to roll, and it's going to roll, and we're going to be down there.
What are you doing?
And that goes all the way down to the 5-yard line. That was Christian Denton diving on that. I think he thought it maybe was going into the end zone or something.
Yes, he did. I'm glad he didn't knock it into the end zone.
Well, the West Fork Tigers will take over at their own 7-yard line, it looks like. 6-yard line is what the scoreboard says. Their own 6-yard line. 1st and 10. 6:03 remaining in the second quarter. The Prairie Grove Tigers leading 7-6.
All right, here we go. An opportunity to pin them back again.
Harrison at quarterback. He's going to give over the right side.
That's a nice job by the interior of the defense right there.
Couldn't see who got the ball. It wasn't Jens.
Wasn't Jens. It was the halfback.
Will Jarnigan in on the carry for the West Fork Tigers. Nick Perez in on the stop for the Prairie Grove Tigers. Murphy and Thomas also in on the stop. So that's going to be a gain of 1 and a 2nd and 9 for the West Fork Tigers. Boy, Dennis, we scored on that very first play from scrimmage, and West Fork scored on their next possession, and then it's just been defense ever since.
That's right. It's been a defensive struggle thus far.
West Fork comes back up to the line at 2nd and 9 from the 7-yard line. They're giving off over the right side. Jarnigan again.
Boy, he helped us out there. He kind of turned back upfield and gave us an opportunity. If he'd have come to the sideline, he may still be running.
R.T. Waddell and Jared Murphy in on the tackle for the Prairie Grove Tigers. That was a gain of about 7 yards, so that's going to bring up a 3rd and a long 1, almost 2. Ball's on the 14-yard line of the West Fork Tigers. 4:40 to go in the second quarter. There's a turn they're going to give to Jarnigan again over the left side, but he gets stopped in the backfield. He lost yardage. Drew Sugg and R.T. Waddell and maybe Stephen Thomas even in on the tackle for the Prairie Grove Tigers. That's going to bring up a 4th and 1.
That was a good stop and a good spot right there.
Now the Tigers need to watch for a little razzle-dazzle. I wouldn't think they'd do it down on that end like that, though, but you never know with 1 yard.
Looks like we're going to forgo the reverse down here on the punt return and just go with one man, and maybe we'll set up a wall, give him a chance to run this thing back.
That's John Halbert deep for the Prairie Grove Tigers, and there's the kick.
Oh, block! Good block in the end zone. Get the ball, get the ball, get the ball. Touchdown, Prairie Grove.
Prairie Grove.
All right.
Well, it looked like Spencer Brown got back to recover the kick. I'm not sure who blocked it.
We got a flag on the play. Not sure what that is.
All right, let's see what this is. Unsportsmanlike conduct against the defense.
Against the defense.
couldn't see who actually, the West Fork Tigers were punting from their own 15-yard line, and the Prairie Grove Tigers got through and blocked the punt, and I believe it was Spencer Brown who got on the ball in the end zone for the touchdown. And I'm assuming, Dennis, that it was unsportsmanlike conduct. Here we go, maybe. I guess it was illegal celebration, but hey, you know what? It's kind of hard not to be excited when something like that happens.
That's right. I can't believe in high school football that's a, unless somebody showed somebody up or did something really unsportsmanlike, that was really an unnecessary call. Let's see what our kicker was working on this before the game, the pregame, and we know that he can kick it a 40-yard field goal, so he's got an opportunity right here to make a 35-yarder.
Yep. Landon Allen back for the 35-yard extra point. There's a snap. It's down. Kicks it up. It's good.
Hey, all right. Hey, that's baby. Baby.
That's a 35-yard extra point by Landon Allen. That makes Prairie Grove lead the game 14-6 over West Fork with 3 minutes and 50 seconds to go in the second quarter.
Hey, that's a big extra point right there. That's awesome.
Oh, that was huge.
That is awesome.
And he didn't just make it.
That's
went
right.
way
Plenty
over.
of room to spare.
And once again, ladies and gentlemen, we've talked about this every game, but for the last 50 years, Prairie Grove has always just basically gone for two. Now, every now and then we would kick, but the majority of the time we went for two. Landon Allen comes this year, and he's a kicker, and we start using him, and confidence grows, and now we just are kicking every time.
Yeah, he's doing a great job. Just like we were saying, we watched him in the pregame, and he had some back kicks, but he made a couple of 40-yarders, and man, he looked good doing it. That was great. That was an excellent kick. It's great to see that go between the crossbars.
Jared Murphy out to kick off for the Tigers. Dennis, can you tell we're in a home press box tonight?
Yeah.
When something good goes, there's a huge loud noise in here.
Hey, it's a lot more fun than being away from home, that's for sure.
We've been in visiting press box all for the first two games, and we're just kind of by ourselves there. So it's nice to be in home company tonight. Well, Murphy goes back to kick. Now, we need Jared to get his foot in a kickoff here.
The thing's got a lot of spin to it. Oh. Get somebody hurt.
Well, he kicked the ball. He got on the ground. It's going to be put at the 34-yard line.
He's got it spinning like a top, but he's not getting the meat of the ball there.
No,
he's not getting the meat on the ball.
And you know, Dennis, I watched him in warm-ups again, just like last week at Cassville, and boy, he's just hammering the ball down the field, and then when he gets in the game, it just doesn't happen.
Not keeping his eye on the ball, kicking it too low.
Nick Perez late getting into the game for the Prairie Grove Tigers. Dylan Harrison back at quarterback for the West Fork Tigers. They've got the ball on their own 33.
This is their best field position for quite a while.
There's a handoff to, no, it's not.
He got a man deep. Left. Oh, nice play.
Ball.
Oh,
who was that?
Job.
That was Cooper Winters who
popped
came
the ball up, made the hit.
I thought they gave the ball to Logan Jens, but instead they faked, and he went out and rolled out into the flats as the quarterback rolled to the left. Tried to make the pass, but Cooper comes up and blows the play up, but the ball was in the air for what seemed like 2 or 3 seconds and could have been intercepted real easily. Well, that's going to bring up a 2nd and 10 for the West Fork Tigers from their own 34-yard line.
Well, that shows you the Cooper's back in the game, too.
That's right.
Forgot about that.
Harrison with the quick pitch over the right side to Logan
come
Jens.
on, get him down.
He's gonna pick up about 12 yards for a West Fork Tiger first down. You know, it looked like, boy, we just almost had it blocked up again, but there was just a crease, and he got through it. He's a big kid. We talked about that.
He's a big fella. And I tell you what, you got to slow him down and get a hold of his feet because you're not going to tackle him up high. Now, Trenton Southern's probably as big a kid as we got. He bulldogged him pretty good, but Trenton's built to do that, so yeah, he needs to hit him quicker.
Well, that gives the West Fork Tigers a first down at their own 45-yard line. Harrison at quarterback. Ball on the ground again. That is 3 quarterback center exchanges problems that West Fork has had, and they've come away with all of them. But I'll tell you, you keep playing with fire, you're going to get burned at some point.
Hey, that's a result of them being in the spread offense, predominantly all spring, all summer, and the start of the fall. Now they're running a wing team. They're having to snap it to the quarterback every play.
Quarterback's not used to being up under center every play. going to bring up a 2nd and 11 for the West Fork Tigers. There's the fake pitch and give to Griff Smith over the right
Wing
side.
back reverse, got it covered pretty good.
And the Tigers have strung him all the way out to the other side for maybe a gain of 1. Matthew Cunningham in on the stop for the Prairie Grove Tigers. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 10 for the West Fork Tigers from their own 46-yard line.
That was a good defensive job. Good defensive job. Good to see Spencer Brown running that play down right on the line of scrimmage.
That's right, and you know, it's his job to keep that contained out there, and he did it. Well, quarterback's going to roll to the right. He's looking downfield. There's not a whole lot open.
Oh, nice defense.
Almost intercepted by John Halbert. He got a hand on it, but knocked it down, which is probably okay. That's going to bring up 4th and 10, and the West Fork Tigers are going to have to punt again.
Well, the defense has stepped up in the last couple of series.
They have.
Doing a good job here.
You know, Dennis, when West Fork had their most success, they just gave to Jens early on in this game. And they were just riding his back, and they kind of got away from that a little bit.
They've definitely gotten away from it. That's right, Kendall. You noticed that. That's they're starting to give some other kids an opportunity. I'm not sure if that's the best idea for them right now.
All right.
We'll take it.
Dalton Falk and John Halbert back again for the Tigers. Boy, it looked like we could almost block that punt again. Falk with the catch. And Falk caught the ball and ran back again 3 yards to hand off to John Halbert. I'm gonna make a call right here, Dennis. I'm gonna say we need to just run it.
I think that's an excellent decision.
Let's not run backwards to hand off. Let's just go.
If we could influence that at all, we need to just run straight ahead.
Yeah. Well, minute 49 left in the second quarter. Prairie Grove leading 14-6. They'll have the ball on their own 14-yard line, 1st and 10.
Well, that's a little flip of the field there. They've got us back in the hole a little bit.
They do. This is
probably probably too many on the field or what?
Well, they've got one just now coming on the field, but that's not a penalty. Illegal substitution against West Fork, but I'm not sure about that because it's not illegal to start out with not enough men on the field. I mean, they had a guy come in late, but they can play with 10 if they want to play with 10.
Defense can play with 9 if they want to. That's usually an offensive penalty.
Well, that moves the ball up 5 yards for the Prairie Grove Tigers, so it's going to be 1st and 5 from about our own 19-yard line.
This is a good opportunity right here for us to just move the ball down the field and run this clock out and go in a touchdown ahead.
Cooper Winters back at quarterback. He turns and gives to
nice run.
Schrock over the right side, Daniel Schrock, and it's like riding a wave in the ocean. He just rode that all the way up the field.
He just rolled and rolled. Looked like he was on his stomach just sliding on through there.
That's a first down for the Prairie Grove Tigers all the way up to about the 28-yard line.
This is just the opposite of what happened last week. We got in the same situation, about the same end of the field, and we ran our 2-minute offense, and boy, that backfired on us.
That did.
Gave the ball back in about 30 seconds, and the other team scored. But right now, it looks like we're going to give them a wing-back reverse.
West on the right side.
We got good blocking.
He's off to the races. He's down to the 40.
Nice job.
All the way down to the 45-yard line of West Fork. There's that wing-back reverse that's been so good to us all year long.
Hey, it's a great play. That was a great play. Had good blocking out there, and it worked out. Well-executed play.
Well, we're racing against the clock here. Minute 22 left in the second quarter. We're leading 14-6 over West Fork. Driving the ball down to the 45-yard line of West Fork. Be nice to put some points on the board right here.
Yeah, it would. That'd be a great thing to do right here. That might be kind of the dagger kind of deal if we could put some points on
nice.
Here.
Cooper Winters is back in shotgun for the Tigers. He's going to roll to the left. He's looking. He's got Landon. Oh, that was Cameron Dowdy open on the left flat, in and out of his hands.
Tried to run before he had the ball. You know, he had an opportunity to make some good yardage on that play, too. He'll get another chance here in a minute.
It's going to bring up a 2nd and 10. Ball on the West Fork 45-yard line. 1 minute, 17 seconds. Well, they lost 5 seconds on that play. Prairie Grove leading 14-6 over West Fork. trying to put some more points on the board before halftime. Cooper Winters at quarterback. Daniel Schrock in motion. There's the snap. Winters rolling to the right. He's going to tuck the ball and run. Did he get out of bounds?
No, he did not.
They're going to run the clock.
Needs to learn to get out of bounds there.
The ball all the way down to the 39-yard line. Cooper just decided to tuck it and run it, but like for him just to kind of tail out of bounds right there at the end, stop that clock.
That's right.
53 seconds to go in the second quarter. 3rd and 4 for the Prairie Grove Tigers. There's the snap to Winters. It's high, but he catches it.
We have to call a timeout.
Timeout for the Tigers. Timeout for the Tigers.
Need to call a timeout.
Out high. Timeout. Time is running. We're down to 30.
West Fork took the timeout.
And West Fork takes the timeout and saves us. Hey, you know, Dennis, this is something we haven't talked about a whole lot in a long time, but we've only got to get down here a little ways, and we'll kick a field goal.
That's right.
We'll put points on the board. We've already proven that.
A little different strategy that we could employ here, but
we're punting.
With that loss of yardage there, we're probably going to have to punt and cover here.
We are. I'm sorry. I thought it was still 3rd down.
That threw me off the down marker there. I didn't realize it was 4th down.
I was getting all excited thinking we had another play to go.
Wondered why we weren't calling timeout.
Well, this is crucial right here. We need to get a good snap and a punt. We don't want to give them anything here at the end of the first half. Good snap, good punt.
Good
there we go.
punt.
And he's fair catch. That puts him back to 20. Nice job.
That was a nice job on their part because they called that fair catch and didn't run any clock off.
That's right. 26 seconds to go in the second quarter. Prairie Grove leading 14-6.
Get in a little prevent defense right here and see how that goes. We get the running back down. Whoever's got the ball, just get them on the ground.
20.
West Fork's probably only got one timeout.
I think one timeout. I think you're right. 26 seconds to go in the first half. There's the handoff to Jens over the right side. No, that's Jarnigan over the right side. He got enough for they're saying it's 2nd down, so that's going to leave the clock running. It's 15-14. Timeout. West Fork. That was their final timeout of the first half.
That's right.
R.T. Waddell in on the tackle for the Prairie Grove Tigers. Boy, Dennis, I feel like we've scored more points than we actually have.
Yeah, it's been exciting. We started off with that gangbuster first play, and sometimes when that happens, Kendall, you kids kind of relax and think, hey, we're going to roll like this, and then they scored, and now it's a whole new ball game. So it's a pretty good ball game right now.
Well,
battle.
I have to admit, I kind of thought that. I thought, boy, is this going to be this easy? And then we come out on that second possession and start moving it too, and then we fumbled.
That fumble really hurt.
It did. Well, the West Fork Tigers make their way back out onto the field. They're probably going to have, there's 13 seconds left in the second quarter. They've probably got one more play left unless it's a pass and they stop the clock. Dylan Harrison again at quarterback. That's a quick pitch over the left side to Logan Jens. He got out of bounds with 6 seconds to go in the second quarter. He made his way all the way down to the 42-yard line.
Goodness, he ran a long way.
He sure did. Logan, he's a bull back. And you could tell when he's going around that corner, he just doesn't have that breakaway speed.
Right.
But he still got the corner on him.
He slides down the field pretty good, though.
Well, that stopped the clock by him getting out of bounds at 6 seconds to go in the second quarter. Prairie Grove currently leads 14-6 over the West Fork Tigers. This will probably be the final play of the second quarter and of the first half. Harrison at quarterback. He hands off to Jarnigan over the left side. He's going to throw it. He's
across
got
the line of scrimmage. He was across the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
Boy, I'm going to tell you, we sucked up on the run for sure.
Yeah.
But he was across the line of scrimmage, and so that wouldn't have counted.
Oh, that'll end the half on an offensive
That will
penalty
end
there.
the half. Kind of a strange ending there on the half. Well, that's the end of the first half with Prairie Grove leading 14-6 over the West Fork Tigers. Well, you know, Dennis, there's a contest going on here of a kick for cash or something like that. And so they're making their way out on the field, and we might as well see if this guy can make the kick like Landon made the kick. Jacob Storley in, and that looks like Kendra Coyle who put the ball on the tee for him. So here's a
Kendall,
kick.
that's our junior high starting quarterback. Here he goes.
Oh, no good.
He's a quarterback, not a kicker.
He's a quarterback. That's a fact. That's just that's something new this year. That's a money-making project, and that's always fun to watch.
Kendra Coyle out there with him. I guarantee you one thing: if he needed an athlete to kick it, he should have had old Kendra kick it. That is an athlete.
Well, the West Fork Tiger cheerleaders are going to perform at halftime right now. Then the Prairie Grove Palm Squad will make their way out onto the field, and we'll let you watch that. Over on the far side of the field, I see the West Fork Band and the Prairie Grove Band lined up, ready to come on. Here comes the Prairie Grove Palm Squad. That was the Prairie Grove Palm Squad. That's a new group for the Prairie Grove High School this year. They formed the Palm Squad, and so now we have the cheerleaders and the Palm Squad, and they have really added a lot of enthusiasm to the ball games, especially at our away games when they've gone and sat in the crowd with the fans and made a lot of noise. Now we've got the West Fork Tiger Band out on the field, and we'll listen to them now. Once again, this is the West Fork High School Band performing for your halftime entertainment.
We are grateful to the many West Fork fans tonight for their years of thundering to purchase our uniforms. With 5 #1 singles and 4 #1 albums, the Eagles were among the most successful recording groups in the 1970s. Tonight's halftime show features 2 of their all-time favorites. Led on the field by drum majors Kara Van Chisholm and Ruthie Peoples, the Tiger Marching Band presents Take It Easy.
That's the West Fork High School Marching Band.
The Tiger Marching Band closes tonight's performance with another Eagles classic. Here is Heartache Tonight.
Once again, that was the West Fork High School Marching Band. They'll now make their way off the field as the Prairie Grove Tiger Marching Band will now make their way onto the field. And they will finish up the halftime entertainment. This will be our first time this year to really get a good look at the Prairie Grove High School Marching Band. There comes the Prairie Grove Tiger High School Marching Band. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, the Prairie Grove High School Marching Band for your halftime entertainment. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, that was the Prairie Grove High School Marching Band for your halftime entertainment. 3 minutes, 55 seconds remaining in the halftime before the teams retake the field and start the second half. I'm going to give you some stats from the first half. I'm looking over Lynn's shoulder here. It looks like West Fork had 6 first downs. Prairie Grove had 6 first downs. Looks like Prairie Grove had 214 rushing yards to West Fork's 51 rushing yards. Prairie Grove had 21 passing yards to West Fork's 0 passing yards. That's going to give us a total of, where's the total yardage at, Lynn? 235 yards in the first half for the Prairie Grove Tigers to 51 yards in the first half to the West Fork Tigers. I know Lynn's sitting here he's thinking that doesn't sound right, but I think they did have quite a few plays for loss in the first half that's probably affecting that outcome right there. Well, the drum corps for the Prairie Grove High School band's providing some entertainment. Very nicely done by the drum corps, the Prairie Grove High School band. Well, the referees have made their way back out onto the field. And we're just about ready to have some football here in the second half. 1:45 remaining in halftime. The Prairie Grove Tigers team has made their way back out on the field. They're down in the end zone. They'll go through their stretching to get loose for the second half. Lex Wheeler and Tanner Franklin making their way to the middle of the field for West Fork and Prairie Grove. Referees will just review the choice for the first half and will show us what they're going to do in the second half. West Fork will receive with their backs to the east end zone, while Prairie Grove will kick with their backs to the west end zone. We're about 50 seconds away from football here in the second half as Prairie Grove faces West Fork. Prairie Grove leads the game right now, 14-6. Well, Lynn's made some changes to the stats. It looks like Prairie Grove had 235 total yards in the first half to West Fork 76.
Just want to say, Kendall, boy, when I first moved here, that we had a band. We had probably 25, 35 kids out there, and they did the best they could. But we got a new band director, a year or two after that, and that in a lot of work. And I tell you what, our band has improved tremendously. They put on a great performance tonight, and what I liked about the whole thing, when they ran out on the field, the excitement that they created just running out on the field and hollering, that was great. And then they did a good job. The music was great. Their marching was great. Really, really good to see them. They have made tremendous strides. They have. And it's exciting. They're a big part of the ball game, and they need to be here, and they're doing a great job. Really proud of them.
Before we start the second half, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take another time out here to hear from our sponsor.
PG Telco is proud to sponsor Tiger football. With PG Telco's high-speed internet service, you can catch all the Tiger football action at pgtelco.com. Call PG Telco today and let us be your connection to PG Tigers online and the World Wide Web. PG Telco, built on community, focused on progress.
Well, the teams are back on the field. They're going through their stretching exercises. There's a minute 52. They always let the clock run down, and then they put 3 minutes on the clock to let the teams go through their stretching for the second half. Minute 40 to go before the second half starts. Well, Dennis, what are your thoughts on the first half?
Well, I tell you what, it was a heck of a start. Fireworks right off the bat. 70-yard run on the first play of the game. You guys missed it, but it was a good run. They came back, scored. Ooh, now it's a different ball game. And then right at the end, there in the middle of the second quarter, we kind of took advantage of some opportunities there and drove the ball down the field and scored. And looked like we might have a chance to put this thing out of reach, and we kind of ran out of time there at the end of the half. But I tell you what, it is a ball game right now, 14-6. We've hemmed their defense up, their offense up to a certain extent, but we need to come out this half and put some points on the board. And other than that, it's just been a really good ball game. Tell you what, the highlight of the game is probably the extra point that was kicked, the 25-yarder, and that run. So we're excited about seeing this second half begin. And and they're coming onto the sideline. They're about ready to go.
I found out my problem was every once in a while correct something. You got to rebuild stats. I just rebuilt my stats. I know they were off. That's why it was. I thought they were low.
All right, yeah, one total. Now Lynn has rebuilt everything. It looks like 182 total yards for the Prairie Grove Tigers in the first half to 101 total yards for the West Fork Tigers. That sounds more like it right there. All right, 20 seconds remaining to go in this halftime period.
We're receiving here. This will be a...
No, we're kicking.
Oh, we're kicking.
Yeah.
My bad. Three passing attempts per team. That's I would expect us to have thrown a little bit more. We may come out this half throwing a little bit more, too, but I think we can be successful doing that.
I do, too. Well, it looks like Landon Allen will go out to kick off for the Prairie Grove Tigers to start the second half.
Little different kicking approach, and we're going to be excited to see how this works. It's a good opportunity to put them back a little bit.
You know, Monday night we had a JV game up here, and one of the great things about those JV games is that Landon was able to kick all night in that Monday night game, get some practice out on the field, and
the quality is great. Where's the ESPN thing to talk about? It was not. Lots of laugh.
Looks like some of Lynn's friends or kinfolk in Alabama have said that they're watching the game. Hey, there's a good kick to start the second half.
Oh, what do we got? Offsides? What? Oh, we weren't ready to kick yet. Our kicker was ready, but the officials were not.
Well, that was a good kick.
He kicked it to the end zone, not in the end zone, but kicked it to the end zone. Where are those guys from?
Foley, Alabama.
Foley? Is that Foley, Alabama? The quality's great. That's what's important. Okay. Even all the way into
Quality's
Alabama.
Good in Alabama.
You guys have
It's amazing when
computers in Alabama?
Now, yeah, Dennis is asking. Lynn is from Foley, Alabama, and Dennis is asking if they have computers down in Alabama down there.
That high electronics.
All right, well, the Tigers will line up again. Landon Allen will line up to kick again. And he got a good foot into the first one, but the referees had just not gave the okay to go yet. So here comes Landon. Another good kick. That's going to go to the 15-yard line. Here come the Tigers to cover, and they did. Who was that in on that? That was Matthew Cunningham in on the stop on that kickoff coverage. Very well done.
Tackle. Hey, Matthew put the bear hug on him, put him down the ground, didn't he?
He just wrapped him up real hard right there. They got the ball out to the 29-yard line, so they're going to start out 1st and 10 from their own 29. Prairie Grove leads the game 14-6, and this is just the start of the third quarter. The defense made some good stops there in the first half, but I'd like to see them do it again, bow up a little bit here, and get us a good start. Harrison back at quarterback. They're looking to the sideline to get some last-minute instruction. Logan Jens in the backfield.
Oh, confusion in the backfield.
Yes. And that was Caleb Sugg in to meet Harrison. That's going to be about a 5-yard loss. Yep, they didn't know what they were doing right there.
Right. The three backs that were back there did not know who was getting the ball. So
I think Logan Jens thought he was getting it because he had his arm ready to go.
Yep.
Well, that's going to bring up about a 2nd and 15 for the West Fork Tigers from their own 25-yard line.
That's what hurt them the first half, those busted plays where they lost big yardage and then put them in a hole. They weren't able to get out of it.
Harrison in at quarterback again. He turns, and he's going to hand off to Jens over that side, and Prairie Grove is right there to stop Jens. And, boy, good gang tackling right there.
Good game. You got 7 people on the tackle on that play.
Looks like Stephen Thomas, R.T. Waddell, Kurt Singer, bunch of Tigers. I saw Dakota Daniels come in there. You know, that's the way you stop a big back like that. I mean, you bring the house.
That's right. Got him by the leg so he can't go anywhere. He stood up, punish him a little bit, and he'll remember that the next time he carries the ball.
Well, that's going to bring up 3rd and 13 for the West Fork Tigers from their own 31-yard line, or 26-yard line. Harrison under center. He's going to roll to the left. He's looking down the field. Intercept. Oh, boy, I'll tell you, I thought it was Noah Hunter, the right cornerback for the Prairie Grove Tigers, jumps up, ball right through his hands.
Woo! Noah had a big one on his hands right there. I bet his eyes were big.
Oh, I'll tell you.
It's a sophomore
I'm about to call interception before it even happens.
You had him catching it.
14-7.
Well, Prairie Grove has held on the first possession of the 3rd quarter, so that's going to bring up a 4th and 14 for West Fork, and they're going to have to punt.
That was a good defensive stop for the Tigers.
That was
Prairie
good.
Grove right there.
Okay, well, Dakota Daniels and John Halbert back. Halbert's going to catch this, and he's just going to run, which is the right thing to do. Here he comes around the left side. He tried to get through a little crack there, but a very nice return by John Halbert all the way up to the 47-yard line.
And we had a little bit of a wall set up on the visiting side over there. We just couldn't quite get to it, and he made the best he could out of it. That was a good decision to get as much as he could and get upfield.
Well, that was a good way to start the second half for the Tigers, Prairie Grove Tigers. Here they come up to the line. Cooper Winters will be at quarterback. Skylar Ellis.
Tripped up
Stephen
in the back.
Thomas right up the middle. No gain there.
Got beat on the block there early and got tripped up in the backfield.
That'll bring up a 2nd and 10 for Prairie Grove from their own 48-yard line. From their own 48-yard line. Winters up under center. He hands off to Stephen Thomas over the right side. No gain again there.
Well, their defensive line played heads up with us and fought
Taylor
us off.
Carnes in on the stop. Looks like Logan Jens in on the stop. Tigers picked up about a yard there. That's going to be 3rd and 9 from their own 49-yard line. Dennis, we're going to go no backs in the backfield. Shotgun. Cooper Winters, quarterback. He's going to roll to the right. He's looking. He's going to tuck it and run. Makes a spin. Gets about 7 yards. Boy, I thought there was a receiver open downfield.
Yeah, he's got to pull that trigger a little quicker. I'm not sure if he's just not able to find the receiver there or in a position to throw, but he needs to be throwing it.
You know, Dennis, if we go back to last week, he had a couple of interceptions, and he still may be just a little bit gun shy. He doesn't want to do that again.
No, he doesn't want to do that.
And, you know, he needs to just loosen up and throw it.
That's right.
Just throw the ball.
Coach Eller's giving him a little coaching there, telling him, hey, look, throw the ball.
Well, the Tigers are back to punt again. It's 4th and 4. Dakota Daniels back to punt.
Looks like we were in motion there a little bit.
That will be a legal procedure against the Prairie Grove Tigers. That'll move us back 5 yards, and we'll punt. Daniels back again to punt. There's the snap. Good snap. Good punt. It's over to the right side of the field. Hit the ground and is going to roll out of bounds right about
around the 18.
18-yard line.
Had to rush that punt. Had a little rush coming in on him from the sides. He had to get rid of that one.
Well, that's going to bring up 1st and 10 for the West Fork Tigers from their own 18-yard line. Well, I thought we had stopped them and we were going to get the ball and go do something, and we couldn't do anything either.
No, we 3 and out there pretty bad.
7:53 to go in the third quarter. Prairie Grove leading 14-6. We really need to get some insurance points.
Yeah, we need to stop them here again.
There's a screen pass over to the right side of the field. Prairie Grove sniffed that out very nicely. That's R.T. Waddell in there to stop that play for no gain.
Good job. Good to see a guy excited about making a good play.
That's going to bring up 2nd and 10 for the West Fork Tigers from their own 18. Or 19. Harrison back at quarterback. Boy, the Tigers were in there right there. I see Dakota Daniels finishing off the play, but somebody came flying in to start with. Was that Kurtzinger? Maybe Dalton Kurtzinger. Boy, he was playing downhill right there and came in hard. Came in hard. Great defensive play. That only gave him about a 2-yard game.
Well, he read that hole opening up. When that linebacker sees a hole opening, he's supposed to fill it.
Well, that's the way you play linebacker right there.
That's how you play linebacker.
That's going to bring up a 3rd and 8 for the West Fork Tigers. Harrison at quarterback. He's looking off to the left side, and there is a complete pass. That's going to be enough for a first down to number 16, Tyler DeWitt.
Boy, Harrison drilled that thing in there between a lot of arms, and it was low. It went by several Prairie Grove Tigers, and I guess we just didn't see it.
6:24 to go in the third quarter. Prairie Grove leading 14-6. West Fork has a first down at their own 31-yard line. 1st and 10. There's a give to Jarnigan over the left side. Was that a keep?
Yeah, just quarterback
Harrison.
Keeper on the left side.
Harrison with the quarterback keeper over the left side. He's going to pick up about 3 yards. That's going to bring up 2nd and 7 for the West Fork Tigers. Just about the 35, their own 35-yard line.
Need to make a stop here.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to remind you again, if you go to pgtigersonline.com right now, you can click the feedback tab at the top of the page. Tell us where you're at and where you're watching from tonight. We'd love to know about that. That's a carry by number 3, Jarnigan again. You know, he's had some good runs, Dennis.
Yeah. He slipped through there, and Caleb had to come from behind to catch him, or he might still be running. Had him contained in there, had him locked up pretty good, and he just slipped through.
He did. Well, that was enough for a first down for West Fork. They've got the ball on their own 48-yard line. 1st and 10, West Fork Tigers. Harrison hands off to Jens up the middle, and he's got room. He's just picking his way down the field.
Somebody hang on to him. There you go.
And it looks like we end up knocking him out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down to about the 15-yard line. Boy, Dennis, you know, he wasn't running fast. He was just picking his way through.
Yeah, guys were slipping off of him as he went on by.
And he's so powerful, when somebody comes to hit him, you got to wrap him up.
Several missed tackles there. Tighten up here.
Well, that puts the ball all the way down to the Prairie Grove Tiger 15-yard line.
Didn't have a two technique in the game there. We needed another lineman.
Is that what? Were we down a player there?
Player there.
You know, Jacob called, Dennis. I had thought that he wasn't dressed out, but I see him in there at middle linebacker right now.
Yep,
number 67.
This is the last night you can get those shirts. Probably won't wear them to the football.
Looks like that was Nick Perez that was supposed to have been in there that time, and Drew Sugg came running in, and I guess he thought that he was coming in for him, and he came off but was supposed to have stayed in. That left us without a player, so we had to call timeout, or we were going to be 11 on 10 right there.
Yeah, and that was a bad spot to be a one-man down. You're a man down in the backfield, you might get away with it, but not down on the defensive line.
It's probably a good move to catch that and get that timeout real quick.
That was a good move. Caleb recognized that and called a timeout on his own.
Well, so it's time for the defense needs to bow up right here. West Fork 1st and 10 from the Prairie Grove Tiger 15-yard line. There's Jens up the middle. There's a flag real quick right there. I'm thinking that's got to be a hold, don't you think?
Looks like a holding penalty. Boy, that penalty. The referees are all over that. It's pretty a clear hold, apparently.
And that's what it's going to be. It's going to be a hold on the play, and that's going to back the West Fork Tigers up. That's going to put the ball back on the 25-yard line, so that helps the Prairie Grove Tigers out right there. 1st and 20 for the West Fork Tigers from their own 20, from the Prairie Grove 25. Prairie Grove leads 14-6 with 5:24 to go in the third quarter. Quarterback's looking left. Oh boy, Cooper Winters comes over from the safety position and just goes up in the air and knocks that pass away.
He really went high for that. That was a great play.
He timed it perfectly, too.
Boy, that was beautiful. I couldn't tell. Tyler DeWitt was the intended receiver. And you know, Dennis, he was the only receiver out there.
He was.
That was it.
He was. Quarterback had plenty of time to throw. They had plenty of blocking there.
That brings up a 2nd and 20 for West Fork from the Prairie Grove Tiger 25-yard line. 5:16 remaining in the third quarter. West Fork comes up to the line. Harrison at quarterback. He's going to roll to the left. Spencer Brown is chasing him down and still in and out of the hands of Prairie Grove. My goodness.
Our defensive backs need a little interception training, but hey, they're doing a good job. Spencer did a good job of putting pressure on the quarterback there.
Boy, he did, and that's what caused the play.
That's right, created the play to give us a chance to make an interception. Hey, the big thing's 3rd down and long.
Yeah, 3rd and 20 from the 25. Boy, yeah, Spencer was right on the quarterback, and he threw it in once again through two Prairie Grove Tiger hands and then to the ground. We're having trouble getting that interception.
Yeah, we keep tipping it, too, and there's nobody there to grab it.
Number 88, Nathan Miller, comes into the game for the West Fork Tigers. Number 7, Griff Smith out wide to the left. Harrison at quarterback. He's trying to roll to the right, but there is nothing there as the Tigers get through to sack Harrison for another loss of about 7 yards.
Yeah, Jacob calling R.T. Waddell. We in on that play big time.
That was beautiful. That's going to put the ball all the way back to the 33-yard line. Well, Dennis, they started out 1st and 10 on the 15 and they've gone backwards. West Fork has.
Gone backwards.
That's going to bring up 4th and a long ways for a first down. But they might as well go.
That's right. It's 4-down territory here.
Here's where the defense really needs to step up.
Give up the first down.
Harrison back in shotgun. He's looking to the left. He's throwing deep. And that's just into the end zone. Nobody there, and the Tigers hold. Good defensive stand.
That was an excellent defensive stand from the position we were in. That was a good job. The good thing about that is, boy, if they'd have made any kind of yardage on that, we would have given up some yards. But the incomplete pass puts us back at the line of scrimmage on the 34. Good stand right there. That ought to energize the offense a little bit.
It should, yeah. 4:20 to go in the third quarter. Prairie Grove leads 14-6. It'd be nice to go down and score right here.
You're right.
Cooper Winters at quarterback. Murphy at fullback. Schrock at tailback. There's Schrock coming around the left side. He just tucks his head and goes up, and he's going to get a gain of about 2. Not a whole lot there. Taylor Shadrick in on the tackle for West Fork.
Boys having a hard time. A lot of penetration in
Boy, they are.
there.
They are penetrating hard.
They are coming through. They're shooting through the gaps and getting there a lot quicker than we can cut them off.
Well, it's going to bring up 2nd and 8 for the Prairie Grove Tigers. Winters under center. And there's the wingback reverse. Landon Wells trying to get around the right side. He does sneak through for a gain of about 3, but that's going to be it. Jarnigan in on the tackle for West Fork. That's going to bring up 3rd and 3. Wasn't a whole lot there. He just found the crease.
Wasn't a whole lot there. Landon got most of that on himself. We had 2 blockers out there, but they didn't block anybody.
Cooper Winters under center. He turns and hands to Murphy over the left side. Murphy's just digging, but he's not going to get enough for the first down.
That's the first time we've seen Murphy since the first
Jarnigan.
half. He hurt his ankle. And it looks like he's okay. He came back in, didn't have much of a running opportunity there. Missed it
Well,
by
we're
a
going
yard.
to have to bring our punt team back in here. 4th and 1 for the Tigers. .231 remaining in the third quarter. Prairie Grove leads 14-6, and we're punting from our own 42-yard line. There's a snap. Punt. That'll roll. Hit and roll. That's going to continue to roll. That's going to go all the way down to the 19-yard line. Our punt game has worked well tonight, Dennis.
Yeah, but Dakota's been very effective. He's not punting them big, long, tall, high, super hang time, but he's getting the roll out of them, and he's getting rid of it quick. They shouldn't have an opportunity to block a punt on him. He's punting them quick. Using that catcher technique when he throws somebody out at second base. Dakota's our catcher for our baseball team, and he's catching it and getting rid of it quick.
Well, Harrison back at quarterback for the West Fork Tigers. They're at their own 19-yard line. They're going to turn and give to Jarnigan over the right side. He tries to get around the right side, couldn't find anything, made a cutback. Thomas and Waddell in on the stop for the Prairie Grove Tigers. It's going to be a gain of about 8 yards on the play.
And we strung it out good, but we didn't have anybody coming in behind him to close it up.
2nd and 2 for the West Fork Tigers from their own 27-yard line. Harrison back at quarterback for the West Fork Tigers. 2nd and 2 for the West Fork Tigers. There's a give to Jens over the right side. That's John Halbert that comes up, and he just took his legs out. You just hope that Jens doesn't lift a high knee and just step over that next time.
That's right. Jens will stop there in the hole, and he just bounced out and kept on going. That was a nice play on their part. We still didn't have anybody closing. We needed people moving uphill on that one to make the tackle.
Enough for a first down. Enough for the first down for the West Fork Tigers, so that's going to be 1st and 10 from their own 33 with 1:13 to go in the third quarter. There's a give to Jens over the right side. Prairie Grove comes up to fill the hole, and that was big Nick Perez coming in and taking Jens out of bounds. It takes somebody Nick's size to push Jens out like that.
That was a good tackle. We had him. Boy, I tell you what, I like to watch him. He's a good little running back. He is looking. He's got his eyes moving. His head's moving. He's looking for a little crease to bust through. And we finally closed up a little bit. Boys, a gain of 7 yards.
Yeah,
That's a pretty good little run. They do that. Makes it tough on us.
Yeah, any coach will take 2nd and 4 every time.
That's right. It's a lot easier play to call. Puts the defense in a tough situation. Are they going to run? Are they going to pass? Very difficult for the defensive coaches now.
2nd and 4 for West Fork. Ball on their own 39. Minute 3 left in the third quarter. There's a give to Jens right up the middle, and the Tigers, Prairie Grove sniffed that out right away. That was Nick Perez, then Brown, then Waddell, all in on the tackle.
Nick got in there, initial penetration, made it bounce outside and deep, and that helped a ton.
That's going to be a loss of about 1. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5 for the West Fork Tigers. Ball on their own 38. 40 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Prairie Grove leading 14-6. Clock is now down to 30 seconds in the third quarter. Harrison at quarterback. He gives to Griff Smith over the left side. Smith cuts it up, and it's a great tackle. Who is that, Dennis? Can you see out there?
Can't tell.
I think we're R.T. Waddell in on the stop. Nice hit, but Smith is able to get enough for a first down. That's going to move the chains for the West Fork Tigers and put the ball up at the 46-yard line, 1st and 10.
Well, it was just student body left. They had everybody going to the left, everybody, all the backs blocking, guards pulling, and they made a good play. It was just too far down the field.
Well, the West Fork Tigers will let the clock run out in the third quarter, so that's the end of the third quarter. Prairie Grove leading 14-6.
Kendall, this is kind of the game we thought it was going to be. And then the first play happened, we thought, well, maybe it's not going to be, and well, it certainly turned out that way. Got a tough battle right here, 14-6. Fourth quarter. We'll see what we're made of here.
Well, you know, early in the first half, Dennis, West Fork had that punt that we blocked and we recovered in the end zone for a touchdown. That's a big play right now. That's the difference in the ball game.
That's a huge play.
Lynn's letting us know that the stats are just almost even right now. Rushing yards, passing yards, everything.
Ready for our next home game is Farmington and James Prairie Grove.
Well, Prairie Grove needs to hold right here, and we really need to get another score. But Dennis, right here in this fourth quarter, this is where it comes down to who's in shape, who can get this thing out and win the ball game.
Yeah, after last week, our defense was dragging at this time of the ball game, but right now they look pretty fresh. They're moving around pretty good. I tell you, our defensive line is really going to have to step up. They put big Trenton Southern back in there on the line. You got Nick Perez there in the two technique. They need to bust in there and make some penetration and get some stops.
Well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Start of the fourth quarter. Prairie Grove leads 14-6. West Fork has the ball on their own 46-yard line. There's a give to Jarnigan over the right side. He's going to pick up about 4 yards.
Our defensive line had a little stun on him. He just picked the wrong side.
Murphy, Southern, and Waddell all in on the stop there. Second and, well, it's going to be 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5, 2nd and 6 to go for West Fork. Ball is right on the 50-yard line. Prairie Grove leads 14-6. Jarnigan in motion. He gets the fake. Here comes Caleb Sugg into the backfield for a stop. Harrison tried to roll to the right, but Caleb Sugg on a stunt comes in, gets enough hold of the jersey to pull him down.
Enough of the jersey to get him down. It's a great play.
It's going to be a loss of about 15 yards to bring up 3rd and 20 for West Fork. Ball is on the 36-yard line.
Well, so far tonight, one thing about West Fork, when they lose yardage, they lose it in big chunks.
That's right. Well, here comes Trent Southern out.
Really long. Boy, Trent looks good in that uniform.
He does. Big old boy.
Looks like a football player.
Dennis, what we've done is we've got a 3 down linemen and four linebackers now.
Defense.
There's a flag already on the play before we ever even move. That's going to be a delay of game on the West Fork Tigers. That'll back them up another 5. That's going to put the ball all the way back to the 31-yard line and bring up a 3rd and 25 yards to go. West Fork has been in this position a lot tonight.
They've spent a lot of third and long plays. And when you run the wing tee, there's not really a play for a third and long. They're going to come out of that and come out of the spread now. Have to give themselves a chance.
Well, you got to watch for that give to Jens right here. He's dropping straight back. Pass deep down the field. Cooper Williams with the interception. We knew it was going to come at some point tonight.
Had a guy that could catch the ball out there that time. That was a nice play by the quarterback. Good job playing center field right there. You know, Kendall, right up until the time he ran up and caught that, made the interception, he was open.
The receiver was open.
The receiver was open.
Yeah, Cooper's done that a couple times. Now come over and covered that edge.
Played that center field well.
Well, Winters is at quarterback. There's a hand to Schrock right up the middle. Taylor Carnes with the initial stop.
3 hard yards right there.
Pick up a 3, second down and 7 for Prairie Grove.
I tell you, Kendall, we're missing the quickness of Weston Bartholomew.
Yeah.
He adds a dimension that we don't really have right there on the field right now. He's a lot quicker. We just don't have that right this minute, but we're just going to have to eke it out inch by inch.
2nd and 8. Cooper started to turn and pitch, but he ended up giving it to Schrock. I don't think that's what was supposed to have happened. Shadrick in on the tackle, so that's a no gain. That wasn't what was supposed to happen right there, Dennis.
That's 2 series in a row that we've run the ball up the middle. We must see something that's a weakness in their defense, but we're just not executing whatever it is the coaches are calling. And we keep giving it a chance, though. I've not been able to detect whether the guards are pulling or what's going on, but
3rd and 7.
Oh, we got him sealed off. Get upfield. Oh, goodness gracious.
Well, another punting situation for the Prairie Grove Tigers.
The linebacker got in behind us and cut the play off. We had plenty of room to run. Oh, I never would have thought this was going to be a defensive struggle.
No. Well, Dakota's back for another punt. 7th punt tonight. High snap, but Dakota's able to go up and get it. Skylar Ellis is down on the play. Ball's going to be placed at the West Fork 24-yard line. They'll be 1st and 10, but right now we have an injured player on the field. That's Skylar Ellis. Well, Dennis, I thought they were about to pull him up, and now they do.
Looks like he may have gotten his bell rung a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think he has a clue where he's at right now.
He's having a hard time walking off.
1st down and 10.
Well, that's going to bring up 1st and 10 for the West Fork Tigers from their own 24-yard line. 8 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Prairie Grove leads 14-6. The defense has been holding. We need to hold again. There's a give to Jarnigan around the right side. He got bounced outside, and there was just nothing there.
It's a good job by the defensive end and the outside
Jacob
linebacker
Cole
coming
and
up,
Murphy.
taking on blockers, and then giving somebody a chance to come up and make the play.
Gain of 1 yard, so it'll be 2nd and 9 for West Fork. Yeah, Jacob Cole comes from the linebacker position. Murphy at the defensive end just stretches it out to the left side. Yeah,
Lynn has noted that the defense have played a lot. You know, we talk about the defense coming on, the offense coming on. Some of these guys are going both ways, and boy, I hope they can hang in there.
Well, that's what those 3 and outs do to you. You know, you got to get a sustained drive. There's a handoff straight up the middle to Jens. Boy, I'll tell you what, he is strong.
He's a bull.
But the Tigers were right there. Drew Sugg, the initial tackler on that play, and he held on. He didn't let go.
He did hold on and got a little help there eventually. That's what you got to do in this game. You may not make the tackle yourself, but hang on long enough to get some help. That's a big running back. Boy, he's impressive. He's impressive.
Well, that's going to bring up third and 8 for the West Fork Tigers. Ball on the 26. There's a give to Jarnigan over the right side. And he's going to get enough for the first down. He's going to get all the way up to about the 36-yard line. Boy, you know, Dennis, sometimes we get out there and we hold that corner, and then sometimes they get the corner turned on us.
That's right. And when they do, you got to count on the defensive back to make the play, and he did, but it's down the field too far.
Well, it's going to bring up 1st and 10 on the West Fork 35-yard line. 6:15 to go in the ball game. Prairie Grove's leading 14-6. Harrison under center. He turns and gives to Jens over the left side. And there we go again. Prairie Grove is tackling with many guys when Jens gets the ball, and that's what you got to do.
That's right. They are fired up on that play. RT down on the bottom. Got up there and drove him backwards. Good play. That's that first down play I was talking about earlier. You got to make a good play on first down, a good play on third down. Well, we got a good start here.
Yeah, we basically no gain, so that's going to bring up 2nd and 10 for the West Fork Tigers from their own 36. Harrison at quarterback. There's a give to Jens right up over the right side. Perez was hanging on around his waist, and in comes Dakota Daniels, and in comes Caleb Sugg. Caleb Sugg kind of dinged his ankle up. He's asking for a little bit of help here.
Little Stephen Thomas down there low, hanging on to him.
Well, there goes Skylar Ellis back out on the field. Boy, I thought he was out more than that.
That was quick recovery.
That brings up a 3rd and 6 for West Fork from their own 39-yard line. There's a give to Jarnigan around the right side. That's the play they keep going to, but this time Murphy tracks him down.
Murphy got him. That a baby.
There's tons of flags over on the sideline. What's that gonna? Is that on the coach? I believe it is, Dennis.
Boy, it looks like he's horse collared maybe. There's a lot of flags there. Late.
The referees are gathered and conferencing to see what the call is here. Here's the initial sideline warning on West Fork. West Fork fans aren't happy.
The West Fork fans are not real happy with that call. It's not going to hurt them either way, but they may have been looking for some other kind of call.
Well, you know, Dennis, last week up at Cassville, we got what we thought was a sideline warning, and then they actually mark off a penalty. So,
right, boy, and that was a killer too.
I don't think they're going to do that here, but the referee has gone over to speak with the coach. I know West Fork coaches were upset after that play right there. So there'll be no penalty marked off, just a sideline warning against West Fork, but that will bring up about a 4th and 4.
West Fork's going to call a timeout.
And West Fork's going to call a timeout to talk it over.
Boy, I tell you what, West Fork has had the ball a lot this half.
They have. Caleb Sugg is cramping. That's what he is. And I saw when Coach Laird headed out on the field, he wants Sugg on the field. There goes Caleb back out on the field.
Also, where you can check us out online at PGTigersOnline.com for all your sporting needs for the Prairie Grove area.
4 minutes, 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Prairie Grove leads 14-6. West Fork has the ball on their own 42-yard line, and it's 4th and 4. You know, Dennis, at some point, we're down to 4:30 left. West Fork cannot continue to punt to us.
That's right.
And
That's right.
I'm sure that's what they're talking about here. Do we go now? Because if they don't make it, now we've got the ball on their end of the field.
That's right.
Well, Jens is their punter, so you never know what's going to happen until they come back out. Let's see here. They're not going to punt. They're putting it on this play right here for right now. They're going to try to get a first down. If I were them, I'd go to Jens. He's going to roll. Stephen Thomas is giving chase.
Should not have made it if the official doesn't give it.
There's the spot.
That's a generous spot. Goodness gracious.
Stephen Thomas was giving
did.
chase all the way over and ends up pushing him out of bounds. This is going to be an official measurement.
Close. They did give him a generous spot, didn't they?
We can't see because the players are in the way right down in front of us, but this is going to be very, very close. Chain gang has to come all the way across the field to the far sideline over here. And they're going to stretch it out. And we think they didn't make it.
Right.
They didn't make it.
We couldn't tell from here, but it looked like it was a lot closer than, apparently it wasn't nearly as close as we thought it was. Yeah, we need a first down here. It's definitely important that we get a first down.
Yep, Prairie Grove.
They've only got 2 timeouts to stop the clock. We need a first down. 2 would be even better.
Prairie Grove takes over on downs on the West Fork 45-yard line. 4:29 to go in the ball game, and Prairie Grove leads 14-6. Dennis, a score right here would really make you feel comfortable.
Score would be great. I'd just like to keep the ball for 4 minutes and 29
That's
seconds
right.
and keep it moving.
There's Cooper Winters. And
I think we were moving on the left side over there. Looked like we were in motion. That's not a good start. It does run a little extra time off, but makes it a little harder.
well, that moves the ball back 5 yards. Procedure penalty against the Prairie Grove Tigers. That puts us back right about the 50-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 15. Cooper Winters under center. He's going to give to Daniel Schrock over the left side. He's got room. Oh, and he goes all the way down to about the 38-yard line of West Fork. That was a good run.
Daniel showing some power running in the open there. That was a nice run. Put him in a good position to get this first down.
Griff Smith on the tackle for the West Fork Tigers, but not before Daniel Schrock picks up about 10 or 11 yards, so that's going to bring up 2nd and 4.
Daniel's not had that much running room tonight. That was a nice play.
Winters back at quarterback. Oh, and our receiver out on the right side here made a move. That's going to be procedure against the Tigers again.
That didn't help. That does let you run a little more clock, but I'm not sure if I want to trade that out right now. There's still too much time on the clock.
That's going to bring up 2nd and 9 for the Prairie Grove Tigers. Ball on the 44-yard line. 3:20 to go in the ball game. Winters is going to roll to the right. He's looking down. There's Nick Perez with the catch again. Oh, flags on the play. Flags on the play. Illegal man downfield. An eligible man downfield for the Tigers, so that's going to bring up a loss of down, if I'm not mistaken, Dennis. Just a 5-yard penalty.
Just a 5-yard penalty. Again, the advantage is we're running clock, but we're not putting ourselves in a position to make first downs.
Winters is going to come up to the line. He's going to let clock run. Play clock's down to 9. The game clock is at 2:58. There's the snap. Here comes the wingback reverse. Landon West, and nowhere to go there. So that'll bring up a 3rd and 14 for the Tigers. No gain on the play.
West Fork's called a
timeout. West
stop
Fork.
The clock.
Well, Tigers have been able to get no traction on offense in the second half tonight.
No, and this series right here is just backing us up. We're losing yardage on this series.
The only thing about it is clock's running a little bit.
The clock is running.
Well, Winters is back in shotgun. There's the snap. He's going to run right up the middle. That's close to a first down. Boy, that's going to depend on the spot. They did. I believe that was a quarterback draw all the way. They're going to measure this. Boy,
that's all right. That's all right. That burned up a little more time.
Well, you're going to go for this anyway. You're going to go for this.
You're not going to punt. It's four down territory.
2:33 remaining in the game. Prairie Grove leads 14-6. We're going to have a measurement here to see if Prairie Grove got the first down. About a half, about a foot. We had a Jerry Ann, that was Jerry Ann Thurman. She was a year behind me in school. She's asking if we could, Jerry Ann, if you'll go to the Prairie Grove site under sports and football, there's a roster. If you folks would like to have a roster so you can see numbers and know who players are, it's available out there. About a foot away, so that'll be considered 4th and 1. 2:33 to go in the ball game. Prairie Grove leads 14-6. I would think we ought to be able to get this.
Well, I'd certainly hope so. Kind of always like a quarterback sneak in this situation. If they line up in two techniques and no nose man, you've got to run a quarterback sneak. They're going to pinch those two techniques, but that shouldn't matter. Got to run a quarterback sneak here.
There's 20 seconds on the play clock, so Cooper Winters is just standing, and he's going to wait. The rest of the players are going to get down in stance, and they're just waiting.
All right, offensive line.
Winters moves up under center. 8 on the play clock. There's a snap, and Winters is going forward. Boy.
He got a great spot. Well over the 35-yard line, or right on the 35. He didn't even need to get to the 35.
That's going to be a first down. First down, Prairie Grove.
That's huge. Huge first down right there. I believe the sideline has gotten another flag. West Fork sideline.
If that is another flag, then that's going to be an actual yardage this time.
This will be unsportsmanlike conduct, probably.
Well, there's no reason to measure this. We just measured, and that's going to be a first down.
Yeah, I believe you're right. The initial push was plenty, and then he got stood up and pushed back.
So that's going to be
unsportsmanlike
conduct.
We didn't make it anyway because of the penalty.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against West Fork.
Coaching staff over there in West Fork has kind of lost its cool there.
Yeah. Well, I think, Dennis, probably they thought that he got too good of a spot. I think is probably what they're thinking.
Well, they were on, it happened on their side of the ball, but the initial surge looked like he got enough for the first down. Maybe not to the yard line there, but he looked like he had enough for the first down.
Well, he only had to go 12 inches.
He only had to go 12 inches. That's right. That's right. He gets past the center's butt. He's probably in good shape. Now they're going to mark off 15 yards and another first down here, and this ought to be academic.
That's going to be 15 yards, so that's going to take the ball all the way down to the 20-yard line. 2 minutes, 11 seconds to go in the ball game. Prairie Grove leads 14-6. 25. Ball on the 20-yard line.
Now, the key to this deal is to hold on to the ball now. Protect the football.
Protect the football.
Scoring is really not important. Just run the clock out and protect the football. Boy, we've entered into a battle here. It looks like we could come out in good shape here. Let's hang on to the ball.
I watched in that JV game on Monday night, Nathan Eilert, who split out wide to the right. They threw a couple fades to him in the end zone, and he scored. Murphy over the right side. That was our first down of the second half, Lynn tells me.
Yeah, we had a lot of 3 and outs early.
That's going to be a pickup of about 3 yards. So that's going to be 2nd and 6. Ball on the 21-yard line of West Fork.
Not in any hurry. Take our time. Stay in the huddle.
.110 remaining in the ball game. Prairie Grove leading 14-6. There's a give to Murphy over the right side again. He breaks one tackle. He's continuing to plow his way down the field. .46 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Jared has recovered from that ankle injury he sustained in the first half, and he looks pretty good. Yeah. He's being hard to bring down right here.
West Fork
That's their last time out,
take their final timeout. Ball is on about the 13-yard line of West Fork.
Huntsville is leading Elkins 27-14.
Well, it wasn't the game we thought it was going to be, but, you'll take a win any way you can get it.
It certainly was not the game we thought it was going to be. I hope it turns out like it turns out right here, but it it was exciting right at the start.
Take this opportunity to thank our sponsors tonight, Fiji Telco, bringing Fiji Tigers online.com. The Bank of Danville has branches waiting for you in Prairie Grove, West Fork. Serving Northwest Arkansas for 64 years, and Frederick's One Stop.
Well, 46 seconds remaining in the ball game. Prairie Grove leads 14-6. Ball's on the 13-yard line. We're just going to let clock run here. Winters with the handoff to Murphy over the right side. He's going to get down to about the 9-yard line. That's probably going to be enough for a first down, Dennis.
Yeah, that's one, maybe two. We're going to run 2 more plays for sure. I tell you what, Jared makes a cut back to the left. He may score on that.
That is going to be a first down for Prairie Grove. We're down on the 9-yard line.
Looks like
40 seconds to go in the ball game. 37. Maybe one more play.
Probably one more play ought to do it. Hey, it looks like the team we're going to be playing next week, Ozark, is getting beat by Charleston 21-7.
Okay. And there we go. We're going to take a knee, and that's going to be the ball game. 15-14, and Prairie Grove is going to win this ball game 14-6 over the West Fork. Well, Dennis, it wasn't what we thought it was going to be, but it was a win. We'll take that. It's 14-6. Any closing thoughts on your part?
Well, I tell you what, it wasn't what we thought it was going to be, but it was our first home game. It was an opportunity to get back in the win column. We're 2-1, going to Ozark, starting our conference season. Boy, they have a turf field. I'm sure our kids will be excited about playing on that turf field next Friday, and hopefully we can get after Ozark. Ozark's a throw-it team. They're a spread throwing the ball team, and we need to put our offense into work and get a hold of that and get started 1-0 in our conference season.
Final stats tonight: Prairie Grove with 218 rushing yards to West Fork's 180 rushing yards. Final total yards: Prairie Grove with 239 total yards to West Fork's 193 total yards. Prairie Grove did a lot of 3-and-outs in the second half and didn't get a whole lot of first downs, but our defense bowed up and kept them out of the end zone.
Yeah, I wonder how many yards did we have in the first half?
Tigers only had about 50 yards in the second half, but we'll take a win. Ladies and gentlemen, we will join you next week from Ozark as the Tigers take a 2-1 record and start their conference season down at Ozark. Thank you for joining us tonight. We thank the Prairie Grove Telephone Company for giving us their donations and time to help this broadcast be possible. And so, once again, thank you. See you next week.
This has been Prairie Grove Tiger Football. This broadcast made possible by Prairie Grove All Sports Booster Club and by the generous donations of the Prairie Grove Telephone Company. Be sure to visit www.pgtigersonline.com for all your Tiger sports information. Thanks for joining us tonight, and make sure you join us again in the future. Go Tigers!